Hello everyone, I'm deleting the screen and I'm going to show you how to fix the HUD on the USMC Helicopter, the AH1Z or whatever, I still can't pronounce it. Anyway, before we start doing that, I'm just going to show you something I missed last time. I've opened up Battlefield 2 editor and I've just opened the modding tutorial, and I'm going to objects, vehicles, air, and H1E underscore H1AC, whatever. And here you have the missiles we added in the last tutorial video, and the problem with them is that they don't shoot off. They actually fire off missiles, but these one stays, so it doesn't look like that nice. So you want these to actually shoot off and use these projectiles and not just create new ones. So we'll just go down to Sidewind Launcher and open up the fire component and just click this little green button that says use dummy projectiles, and then we have that fixed. Just save them. But as I said before, I'm going to show you how to fix the HUD. So what we'll do is open up my computer, or local disk C, program, EA Games, Battlefield 2, mods, and yeah, that depends on where you have Battlefield 2 installed. And then you actually go into the BF2 folder, not your mod folder, the BF2 folder. Now you'll need WinRAR or some other kind of archiving software, because we're going to open up menu underscore server.zip. I'm actually using WinRAR here. And then we're going to go into the HUD folder and extract it to the modding and the modding folder. So it pops up a name, C program, EA Games, Battlefield 2, mods, BF2, and menu underscore server. We're going to change BF2 to modding tutorial, as that is our mod's name, and change the menu underscore server to just menu, because that's the actual folder it uses. And then you just press OK. That'll extract everything to that folder. So you just navigate to your mod folder, modding tutorial as it's called, and the menu folder and HUD setup, and then we should have a bunch of files, but we're going to the vehicles folder. Now we're going to copy the lock-on box from the F-35B, and here it is. I'm using a software called Notepad++, but I'm going to show you how to do this in Notepad just so it gets simple. Have one Notepad window open with the F-35 pilot. Before I open the second one with the helicopter, I'm going to right click, just select priorities, and depending on what language you have on your computer, just unclick this read only, or yeah, the read only button, or locked file or something. You just make sure you can open it with Notepad and save it again. You can still open anything, but you can't save some stuff. So I'm just going to move this to right here, and then we have two windows. And first of all, we need to find what we're actually going to copy. Now I've actually looked at this before, so you should look for heat HUD, because it's actually recognizing the heat. So what you do is look for the F-35 heat HUD on the pilot HUD, and then we just copy this. You will not need anything below this, just the actual marker. It's called F-35 marker. As you can see here, it's create split node, F-35 pilot HUD, and F-35 heat HUD. So it actually creates a kind of child to the F-35 pilot HUD that is called F-35 heat HUD. And then it changes the index, the HUD index, depending on if you have it selected or not. Just if it's selected, then it shows this. So if the HUD index in game is 50, if you have like switched to a weapon that has the HUD index 50, it shows this stuff that it's created here. It's basically just a bunch of lines of code. You won't actually need to understand what you're doing. I'm just going to show you how to copy it and actually make it work. This goes for all weapons, but to go in further with it, it takes some time and practice. But just for now, just copy these two things and create split node and create object marker node, and just copy it over to the H1Z pilot. I'm just going to put it as far down as possible, and I'm going to separate it like DICE did when they created the game, and we're just going to call lock on HUD. This is just a comments field, so you don't need to actually write something special there. Create split node. There's the parent HUD it creates the split node from, so we need to check what the main HUD in this file is. So it's H1Z pilot HUD, and we just copy it and replace the old one with this one. And then we need to figure out a new name of our heat HUD, so I'm just going to change it to H1Z heat HUD. That's just a simple get. Now we have the HUD index as we talked about before. We need it to be the same as the main HUD, just because well, in the airplane, the F-35 airplane, you have different weapons. In this one you don't. So I'm just going to copy the 24 and space it there. And there you have create object marker node. Then you have the parent of the marker node. It's called H1Z heat HUD. So just copy and paste it. And then it's the new name that it's going to call this marker. And then we just call it H1Z marker. Now the rest of the text is just you don't need to change it at all. It's just F15. That's probably the original settings for it. It probably only has like one lockbox or something for everything. But this is how simple as it gets. Just save the file. I'll try to save or Control S depending on what you think. And then you open up Alpha 2 editor and you just compress the files, and it should work in game unless you have screwed something up. I don't hope so. Hello. There we go. And I'm going to show you how it looks in game with the HUD and all. I'm just going to compress it here, and then I'm going to show you. Take some time to load. And if you want to, I can put the files up, all the files up from this model tutorial and the previous one up to my blog. So just check my blog often. I'll give you a link in the description, and you can have the files. Now I'm going to show you how it looks in game.
Cargo, Splash and Solar Remix. Sing with me.
Everybody, I can't hear ya.
Let's go.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
Legal Alien Remix.